Floss Tube. It's Minnie at all X's. How's everybody doing today? Which is November 13th, Tuesday. It's been over a month since I made my last video, and I've got a lot to show you. Well, seems like a lot to me now. It may only take us 20 minutes. But anyway, how's everybody doing? I'm doing great. I had treatment. Well, it's my maintenance, and I do it every 3 weeks. So, nothing new, other than, I guess, I was a little anemic, so my doctor ordered some iron infusions. So, other than that, and this is, what is it, cross stitch? Itchy nose. As soon as the camera comes on, your nose itches. It starts to run, or, so it's all during the video. I'm going to try not to do that today. I've hopefully taken care of all of that before we get started. Okay. Welcome to any new watchers today. Hopefully you like what you see and you'll subscribe and come back when I put up my, new videos every month or so. Welcome back. If you've been watching me for years and you've stuck with me and you do come back every time I put up a video, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate all the views and the comments. I don't monetize, but I do have a GoFundMe, not GoFundMe, buy me a coffee. So if you appreciate what you see, it's in the description box below. I don't know what else to say other than let's get started and see if I can show you something you haven't seen before, and maybe, convince you to go to some of these websites and purchase some new items, either fabric or charts. But anyway, let's get started. First, I'm going to show you what my WIPGO boards. I have one. We have 1 month after November. We have 1 month to go on this year's WIPGO. Excuse me. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do WIPGO again next year. I mean, it works. It works well. I have, I've touched everything I have. I've actually stitched on all of my whips this year. Well, it'll be, after next month. I've been, for the year I did work on all of my whips during this year. But there's some of them that I would like to, finish. My finish numbers are going to be way down for this year. Usually, I guess because I'm doing more larger projects maybe, and I can't just sit down and whip them out in a week. But anyway, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. And I had 2 WIPGO boards, and I've kept up with them so far. Like I said, it's getting harder. It was getting harder and harder. Last month, it was like, oh my God, is this going to ever end? Anyway, I know I don't have to. It's nobody's, forcing me. But, when I start something, I try to try to finish it. Okay, so my WIPGO for the month of October. Like I said, I had 2 boards. On the first board was a whip I started back in 2021. It's from Keslyns. And I know Keslyns is the, the designer of the month for Gogh Stitchery, designer of the month or something. Anyway, and it just worked out this way. And it's Keslyns. It's a hunting we will go. And And that's the chart of what it's supposed to look like when it's done. And it's done all in black. And the fabric is a 32 count Lugana that it just says green. I got this from 123 Stitch. So this is where it's at. And I always forget to get my board. Even though I don't have one big enough. Here we go. This is what it looks like at the moment. And of course, as usual, if I have it and you can find it, I'll put in a picture somewhere in the video of what it looked like beforehand. But that's what it looks like at the moment. I think I finished, well, I've just about finished all the haunting. And I'll get, what is it? We Will Go, and I think it's, what else? And the cat. Yeah, see the cat? I like the little scraggly looking little cat. But anyway, that's a lot of black. Now, I had decided, because her dress, look at this dress with this bustle. You know, old folks, you know what a bustle is. Young people, you have no idea. That's all her petticoats, and I'm assuming that that's not just junk in her trunk. I'm assuming she's wearing a bustle. Okay? So, that bustle and that dress, when I get to it, it's going to be a doozy. It's all in black, so I think I'm thinking about changing that up a little bit and doing a maybe specialty stitches, some kind of specialty stitch in that bustle and that skirt part of her, part of her dress. So when I get, like I said, if I could work on just one thing and just finish them, So I'm not sure just how if I'm going to do the WIPGO next year. So maybe I can get some of these projects finished. Okay, the second project for October's WIPGO is called Crystal, and this is by Cross Stitching Art. I started it in September of 2020, so it's an old one. Sorry. Oh. Always dropping stuff. Okay. This is the chart by Cross Stitching Art. Cross Stitching Art. Okay, and that's the design. I love her. I love that dress. It was just so elegant. And I'm stitching it on Under the Sea Fabrics Hera. It's a 32 count fabric. And I'm stitching with all DMC flosses. And this is where she's at now. I love her face. I think you can see that. And like I said, the dress is just so elegant. Sorry about I don't iron my pieces until they're finished, and I'm getting ready to FFO them. So, forgive the wrinkles. And I'm holding this up. I would like some of these actually to be the thumbnail instead of my face. Okay. Because for some reason the expressions on my face in my thumbnails, you would think somebody was holding me hostage or something, I don't know. But this is crystal. So that was my second WIPGO on my first WIPGO board for October. The second board, this one is a Barbara Anna called Winged Dreams. And I started this one on New Year's Eve. Where's my fabric tag? So I can tell you what the fabric is. Oops, did I write it down? It's a 28 count cashel linen flax. And this is where it currently is. Like I said, I'll put in a before picture if I can find them. This is where she's at now. I get one wing. I started this on the New Year's Eve with the 12 by 12 or 12, yeah, 12 by 12. What I did was I worked on it for 12 hours or 10 hours, 12 hours maybe, whatever. Worked on this one project, and I posted a picture every hour and showed how much I get done in that hour. So that was my 12 by 12. I couldn't do 12 starts, not in one night, no. So that was on my second board. And then the last one on my second board for October is a Joan Elliott. It's called To Market. And this is just a copy I had made of, working copy I made up the cover sheet. And this one is on an antique white Monaco. And I started it in, I can't remember. I don't have it written down. But this is where it's at. And like I say, some of these I could finish in about a week or so maybe. If I didn't have to, stop and worry about, that I have to stitch some more, on something else and I have to keep switching up. So that's what's bothering me about the WIPGO. It's just that I have so many and I don't know which ones to pick, if I, just to pick out a few or enough for one board. But 2 boards is too much and I don't get as much as I want to get done on each one of them, so that's that. Okay, let's see, what else? I'm looking at my notes. My plans were to work on my WIPGO, and I met all my goals for October. I started a couple of, my plan was to start Su Nombre is Jesus, and the Old Rugged Cross, and New Home for my niece. Okay, I did that too. This one, okay, this, and it's still on the Q-snap because I pick it up and work on it like, hold on one second. I took it with me like to treatment when I'm going to be sitting somewhere for over an hour. So this is what it should look like. I won't take it off the Q-snap because, like I say, I can pick it up and it's easy, it's ready to go. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to move the Q-snap anyway, I think. So I'll just take that down. I'll take these off. I think the next time I stitch them, I have to move them anyway. Okay. I'll show you most of it. This is where it's at right now. And this is for my daughter-in-law. I don't know if I'll have it done by Christmas or for Christmas. But it's getting there. And let me show you, let me tell you what it's. Now I'm stitching this with all DMC flosses. But it's on, okay, this is from Joyful Expressions. And she likes blue, so I'm using 312, 334, and 336. And this is Fortnite Fabric Car Wash. And I'm loving it. It's easy to stitch. It's words. Let's see if I could just stitch. Yeah. I'm not on a time restriction. I could get finishes. Okay, my next plan was to start on the Old Rugged Cross. And this is from Kait's Crafting Corner. And I stitched it on old country wood, vintage country wood, and it's finished. And this is what it looks like. I'll show you up close. And I love this one. And like I said, it went so quick. Like I said, this is all words, and this is 2 over 2. But I love it. It was quick. It was easy. And I love it. Okay. And then my other plan was to start on, well, actually was to start it. I was supposed to start it in October, but I didn't get it started until November. But I finished it. This is the chart is called New Home, and it's from London Cross Stitch Club. That's the chart. And I used the words from that, and I took the feathers. You know, that chart had arrows on it. I didn't like the arrows. And she doesn't watch my channel, so She won't see it. My niece. Her colors for her living room is yellow and gray. Now the words are in 3799, which is a dark gray. And these feathers are from a Joan Elliott chart, one of her Native American charts. And my niece moved to Houston, Texas, which is to me, the Southwest. So I thought that came out really good. So I've got to find a frame for that. But the stitching is done. It didn't take very long. The hardest part was getting the arrows in, because that wasn't the colors they were charted for on the chart, and you know, I had to try to put the colors together, and get them looking the way I wanted them to look. And then finally, okay, so I did those. Let's see, what does it say here? Starts. Su Nombre and the Queen. Oh, okay. This is a start. This is from NeedleLotDesigns.com, and it's called Queen Bee. I love it. I had started on this and I tried doing her hair, and for some reason I could not get it lined up for it to even out on each side, and I don't know what I was doing. I ended up like picking it out twice, and I just started in a different spot. I started, I think, with her face, and I'll show you where she's at right now. Ouch. This is where she's at now. And you can see her hair's not done, just the outline. Her face is done. I think she's beautiful. Like I said, this is Queen Bee from NeedleLot Designs. The fabric is 32 count Lugana from Under the Sea Fabrics, and the color is Luna. I love this fabric. And even though there's purple flowers, but as you can see, the fabric on the chart is a purple. So it'll still come out. And I think I matched them up actually pretty good, the fabric. See, this is where she's at. And let's see. I forget now where I got the needle minder, but it's a bee. Here we go. I'm loving it. And I want to just work on all of my designs. They're so beautiful. And that's why I actually picked these out, because I stitch for myself. And I stitch what I like. Okay. Now let's move on to, oh, I have another start. What do I do with it? Oh, it'll go in my, I'll show you, it's in my stash enhancements pile, because it was a recent purchase. But I'm going to show you now my November whip calls. This one is Daisy May. This is from Stitching with the Housewives. And that's what it's supposed to look like. Sorry about that. For some reason my battery is blinking, but my camera is actually plugged in. So I don't know why it would blink. Anyway. There you go. This is stitched on 28 counts crystal lock from Picture This Plus. It's a cashel linen. And I'll be working on it again some more this month too. I've got a few more days. But this is where she's at. This time I worked on all the bees. And I started the little border at the top with the bee skips. So that's why she's in Keslyns. Because I finished the bottom part. So this I may be able to get a finish out of this one. Out of this month. But I started this one, when did I start it? January, February, March, April 1st of 2022 with Terry Lee from Terry Lee Crafts. She and I this was our sale. We were supposed to start together. I'm not sure I think she finished hers already. After I put mine on my WIPGO board, I didn't get a chance to pull it out until last month. Or this month, I'm sorry. Okay. The next one on my WIPGO, my first WIPGO board for November was Counting on Love. It's from Silver Creek Samplers. And I put my husband and I wedding day on it. But I finished it back in January. And it's Counting on Love. And let's see, did I write down what it's stitched on? 28 count Lugana from Under the Sea Fabrics, and the color is Autumn. That's it. And I finished it, so I do have this as a finish. And my second board is, the first one on my second board is ABC. Wait a minute, let me read it. ABC de la Broduse. Okay. And I've changed the name. It's Aida Button. So it's very easy to remember. This is Aida Button. This is a Jardin Prive chart. I started this with my friend Jan August 1st, 2020. We were at we were at a retreat, and her and I started this together. She hasn't finished hers yet either, so I'm not. As I was saying, I changed the name on the chart. Make it very simple. Aida Button. My camera, for some reason, the space, HD recording, ran out of space, and it stopped recording right in the middle of my video. So this is take 2 of this half. Anyway, hopefully I can get through this before I don't know what happened to it. It cut off. But here is Aida Button. I took it out of the frame so I can show you the whole thing. And this is where it's at. Try to roll back here to, maybe you can, I don't know how clear that's going to be on camera, but this is the whole thing. Okay. I love this. There's several people working on it now, so I'm not by myself. And like I said, my friend Jan, we just talked about this last Wednesday. She was thinking about when she was going to work on hers. She hasn't worked on hers in a while either. And I think she's just about in the same spot I'm in. So, all of us working on this now, we need to get our acting in gear, get our butts in gear, and get that done. Okay, because I've been working on Aida buttons since, like I say, August 1st, 2021. So, like I say, I've got a lot of stuff that needs to be finished. Okay. I'm so disappointed. I had some good content and it didn't record. Okay. This one is the fourth one of my WIPGO calls for November. This one I've been working on since May of 2022. This is from Hanne's Needlecraft. Hanne's Needlecraft. How do you say that? And it's called the Kalahari Bushman. And I'm working on the shading in his face, and it's DMC floss, and it's all 301, and it's a single one strand over two, and it's the what do you call it, half stitch, just one leg of across the X, and that creates the shading, or some of the shading. But I think that's gorgeous. So that's the Kalahari Bushman. Like I said, he needs some more work done this month, so that's why he's still on few snaps. Like I said, all of these I will put in a picture of where they were before I started stitching on them. And like I said, hopefully I'll meet my goals on all of these and be ready to work on those last ones in December. Okay, stash enhancements. First thing I got was the Just Cross Stitch magazine. I went digital, so this will be my last paper copy. I'm running out of space here, people. I got rid of the big basket I had, and I put them all in banker boxes. And I've got 5 boxes full of magazine. So I'm running out of space. Here's the gallery page in the Just Cross Stitch magazine. I think Terry from Terry Crafts did a flip through. So if you want to really see a flip through, you can go watch her channel. Or, like I said, if there's something here that you want me to show again, or show a little bit bigger picture, or you want to ask me about, and I can check in the magazine for you, leave me a comment in the comments below, and I'll answer your question. The next one is A Christmas After Midnight. This is Snow and Bones from Lola Crow Cross Stitch on Etsy. A little bit of Christmas, a little bit of Halloween, a little bit of, well, I say a little bit of winter and a little bit of Halloween. which some people had because it got cold on Halloween. Okay. My next one is Silver Creek Samplers, Vincent Van Gogh. Yeah, picked this up at my local needlework store in Stitches. I like that one. Now the next one is the start I had told you about, and I just could not wait. I had to start this one. It's from Shaded Stitchery, and it's Queen of Sorrows and Joys, and it's her impression of Queen Charlotte, which was a spinoff of the Bridgertons, the TV series The Bridgertons. This was a spinoff. Queen Charlotte told her backstory and how she became Queen Charlotte. And these are some of the impressions and the things that stood out to Shaded Stitchery. And I love it. Because as soon as I saw this and I recognized some of the stuff, I'm like, oh, I got to go watch it. And I watched the second season of the Bridgertons and Queen Charlotte. It was great. It was great. Both of them. And I started this yesterday on the 13th. Yeah, because today is the 14th. I started on the 13th. And I worked on it last night. Well, yesterday evening and this is where it's at. I love this. The fabric is a 32 count Belfast linen from Swigert, and the color is Serenity. It's beautiful. This mottled green fabric is beautiful. I'm not crazy, like I say, about samplers. I'm getting more and more pulled into samplers. And it's not so much the antique samplers and the reproduction samplers. I like the Quakers and, you know, the modern day samplers that things that I can relate to in the samplers, like, you know, the big plantation houses. I just can't relate to those big plantation houses. Big houses and the trees and the dogs and all that. So, but I like this one. Okay, so that was a stash enhancement that I had to start. My other stash enhancements, most of them, I had to kit them up. I wanted to do something. I couldn't start stitching on them, so I just kitted them up. I had a whole chest of just kitted up charts, and there was so much stuff that I knew I wasn't going to, you know, stitch on them. So I went through and de-kitted them, unkitted them, and I'm almost getting back into that habit again. But these I had to do something with. I had to touch them. So this is Witching Hour from Finally a Farmgirl. I love that chart. It's kitted up with DMC floss. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, she had it kitted up with Weeks Dye Works and Weeks Dye Works and DMC. And I've got all the DMC. Let's see, did I get... I think I have all my Weeks. Yeah, I bought my Weeks Dye Works. I bought the ones that I needed. All the ones that I needed. And I'm going to do it on the Old John, which is from Grace Notes. Color's getting blowed out here on the camera, but it's a beautiful chocolate brown with light modeling in it from Grace Notes. This was one of the Fabric of the Months. Old John. Go check that out. Beautiful fabric. Beautiful. And I like Grace Notes. Her fabric is very soft, and I like that Lugana. I can see the holes really good, even on 32 count. Okay. The next one is Cleo Mystery from Barbara Anna. I love that. Cleopatra. That is so cute. I love that. That was on her, I saw that on her Facebook page. So I had to go get it. This one was done on a dark chocolate from Swigert. This one I chose is Plum Blossom. It's a light purpley plum. It's plum. I don't know how else to describe it. But I like that. Now, before I stitch on it, I may order dark chocolate from Swigert because it is beautiful on that fabric. Or maybe I'll get something, I can find something in my stash a little bit darker. But I like that one. Okay, let's see. The next one is, the next two are from Lola Crow. Lola Crow CrossStitch.com. The first one is Moonlight Pumpkin Carving. I think I showed you this one maybe. But I get it kitted up with some black Lugana, 32 count. The other one is Read in Peace. So the Rest in Peace is Read in Peace. All my readers. And I've got it kitted up with a, this is a Lugana, 32 count Lugana charcoal. It's showing blue, but it's a dark gray. And it's from, I think it's a Swigert, not Swigert, I'm not sure, but I got it from In Stitches. Those two, same designer, same color, so they're in together. Okay, the next one is Booook. It's a Witchy Stitcher. And it's the Hocus Pocus book with the face. And I've got it kitted up with DMC floss and a 28 counts cashmere linen, color Thunderstorm. This is showing a little blue, but it's a gray with the modeling in it. It looks like, oh, it definitely looks like Thunderstorm. Like storm clouds. So I think that's perfect. I'm telling you, I have so much fabric. Trying to hold off on buying, trying to hold off on buying new fabric. May not work all the time. This one, I think it's so cute. This is Counting Puddles, and it will either be started in the deepest, coldest part of winter. That will probably, you know, hopefully will kind of warm me up and, you know, encourage me that summer's coming, you know, spring is coming. I think it's so cute. Or I might just save it for June, my birthday month. But the name of it is Watermelon Crawl. Get the little ants carrying away there. Watermelon and strawberries. I like that. And now this one is done on, let's see, the what do they say? It's stitched on. They've got a 28 count green sapphire cashel linen from Swigert. Didn't have that. Had Under the Sea fabric, 28 count Avalon, which is a summery blue with bits of purple. I thought that would match pretty good. So that's what I'm going to stitch that on. But like I say, either be to warm me up in the cold winter or my birthday week in the middle of summer. Okay, the next one, I think I showed you the chart before. This I got from McKenna at 1884. It's from the work basket. That mermaid, I love the mermaid and the whale. I think she was going to stitch this, and I think she changed her mind and put it in up for sale, and I got it because I wanted it. When I first saw her, she had it. When I first saw it, I'm like, ah, I love that. So, and I'm going to stitch it on Silk Weaver Wexford 32 count Fog, which is a cloudy, it looks like clouds, looks foggy, a little bit of gray and blue, light mottling in it, very pretty. And I'm going to decide I want, excuse me, to do the mermaid in DMC 4235, which is a variegation. I think that would look good. That's my decision. Don't know when I'll get that started. Except I've got to get some stuff finished up. I'm running out of space for, whoops. The last one you've seen also, you've seen the chart, but I hadn't kitted it up yet. It's the Prive Jardin Dimensions. Mansion. I never said I could speak French. Anyway, and this is going to be done on 32 count, 28 count Buttercup from Under the Sea Fabrics, and I decided on this gum from some silks from Gun Nut Yarns. They have this at in stitches. I love that brown. It's beautiful. And like I said, my camera's not doing it justice with my lights. It's blowing everything out, but hopefully you can get an image of it. Okay. So that is Jardin Prive. Okay, let's see. Get one more item, or one more chart. I purchased this from Keepsakes in Cincinnati. This is for their anniversary, their 25th, celebrating Keepsakes 25th anniversary. This is the chart, Welcome Home. And it's designed by Georgia Girl Stitching. She's on gumroad.com. And you can also order this from Keepsakes. Just give them a call. And Stephanie will definitely hook you up. Okay, so I got that chart. The next stash enhancement. This is a piece of fabric, so I've been trying to, like I say, trying to cut down on buying so much fabric, but this was on sale. This is 32 count dark cobblestone Lugana from 123 Stitch. Nice piece of anyway, this is cobblestone, dark cobblestone. The next one, the next one is Grace Notes, the last fabric of the month. This was Mocha Blanc, which is a light chocolate. It's like a pinkish with light chocolate on it. A bit. Beautiful fabric, 32 count. Lugana from Grace Notes. See, now I can put all this stuff up. Like the whips from October, I can put them back in their box. Because they're falling. I have stuff falling everywhere. Okay, last thing I got to show you is a some Happy Mail. This is from my friend and stitching sister Victoria. Thank you, Victoria. I really do appreciate how you think of me, and she knows me very well. She knows I love Halloween. So she bought me this. And this is Happy Halloween Pumpkin Party. It's another Quaker type sampler. It's a small one. It's 120 by 120, so it's a perfect little square. Love it. Love those pumpkins. And she also sent me the flosses. So I love that. I also got from Victoria, I got some beautiful finishing yarn. Not yarn, ribbon. Beautiful. I've got a counting pen. And the little bag came in, was perfect. So thank you again, Victoria. I really appreciate it. And let's see, I think that is just about it. That is all. That is all. Wait. Let me make sure. Yeah. That is all I have for this month. Last thing was my Happy Meal. Yep. I've shown you all my stash enhancements, which are also my plans for sometime soon to start one of those. I'm going to be working on my WIPGOs for November, which are Daisy May, Aida Button, and the Kalahari Bushman. I'm also going to be working to try to finish His Name is Jesus. And I'm going to work on the Queen of Sorrows and Joys. So those are my plans. And that's what I'll be doing. Is working on my wonderful little stitches. My wonderful X's. So that was used to be my catchphrase. My wonderful little X's. So I'll be putting in some wonderful little X's. That's it. So I appreciate you for stopping by and spending some time with me today. Anything you need to ask me, any questions, leave me a comment. I told you I did. I got to Arizona. I got to see my sister, which was fantastic. I hadn't actually seen her in years and years. It's been, we talk on the phone and stuff like that, but I hadn't actually been able to hug her for a long time. And one of my older sisters actually met me in Arizona. So the three of us had a good time. I got to see her beautiful home. So hi Brenda, in case you're watching. Let's see what else. That's it. I don't plan on any trips until January. So I'll be here making those little X's. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.